And we're live. Oh shit. It's chill as a motherfucker in here. I hope everybody's doing good. I didn't mean to come in so, I don't know if that was aggressive. It's pretty chill, but yeah, we're having a good time. It's quarantine outside, but it's we're doing all right in here. I hope everyone's having a good weekend. Today, we're going to be playing a little bit of The Outer Worlds. So probably late last year, I had started a couple of episodes of The Outer Worlds, and we sort of inadvertently ran into the playthrough of somehow doing a Space Kanye West playthrough. Basically, the idea was low intelligence, high charisma. Haha. No offense to Mr. West, I actually happen to be a fan, but that was the playthrough that we sort of stumbled into, and it was quite good. Yeah, so hi to everyone, and also yes, that is correct. So Katie's taking the day off today. Also, yeah, we have poolside.fm in the background, because that was a whole mood. I will say, somewhat alarmingly, because earlier today, let me lower the music here so we can get serious. So earlier today, when I was trying to decide what to play, one of the things that I, of course, was immediately aware of was, I haven't actually opened up The Outer Worlds. I beat The Outer Worlds, not long after it came out on my let's say my main playthrough, my personal playthrough. And I have not opened it up in probably a couple months. And so I said, well, let me open it up to get whatever patches happen to be in there, because I'm sure there's been patches, and nothing. And now, as we are about, as I'm live, it is now downloading a 25 gigabyte patch. So, don't know how to proceed. Well, I mean, I guess I could probably, it's not an online game, so I imagine I could just play the old version, right? Will it let me launch the game? Oh no, canceling this update will uninstall the game, so no. We cannot in any way, shape, or form not do this upload, and it's now at a grand total of 1%. So I have a decision to make. How should we proceed from here? Well, I can do a couple of things. I'm trying to think about what would be the best thing to do to not upset the download speed too much, because I'm already streaming, so I'm already a little bit hindered there. And I swear to you guys, I specifically checked for this hours ago under the assumption that I might run into this issue, and it did not pop up with any of the updates. Ashar, I hate unexpected patches. Yeah, I mean, I do too, but this is the thing. I totally expected this patch, and God, and it's a doozy too. It's a huge one. Really not great. All right, well, burn the books. The world is against you. The world has been doing okay. That's the funny thing, that we're obviously in a time of turmoil, as it were. Which is something that I haven't talked about too much. We sort of, I don't want to say that we decided against, but we sort of maybe subtly did not mention all of the craziness that's going on our last stream. Just because there's not a whole lot for video game people to say about that. Like, yeah, I think that the advice is actually pretty simplistic. Just listen to the experts, and the guy who is an expert on Mass Effect is probably not the guy that you want to be taking health advice from anyway. So there's really nothing else for me to say about it, but yeah, it's been a good year, honestly. I don't know how the year was treating most of you before the pandemic happened, but God, 2020 was shaping up to be a really dope year before the world shut down. God, and I promised you guys pimp staff too. Because I could have done a couple of other things. I could have gone straight to, you know what I should put up? There you go. No, well, hang on. How about Space Kanye? Yeah, there you go. Let's put up Space Kanye. So at least we've got something up on screen. You know, Yeah, I could have gone Red Dead Redemption. I could have gone Mass Effect Andromeda again because I'm still sort of doing some of the wrap up on Andromeda, and I decided to go with the Outer Worlds because it's just so much fun to melee stuff in this game. Like it's so much fun to hit things with blunt weapons. And now I've got a giant patch. So the download speed, the transfer speed is just too slow. My only other option would be to abort this right now and then try and start up another stream later, and I don't want to do that. So that means we've got to abort the Outer World. I'm sad to say. Got to make an executive decision here, and I don't want to just try and vamp for however long it would take for this to download, and it's going to take too long to download. So we've got to go another direction. I can leave it up to you guys if you all want to see me pop into Red Dead Redemption. The only thing about Red Dead Redemption is I don't know if I have a file that's not post game, and the post game itself is kind of a spoiler. Because you can continue playing after the ending in Red Dead Redemption 2. But it is a bit of a spoiler, so that might be something to avoid. I could always pop up into Andromeda or any number of other things. Yeah, no pimp staff it's looking like at this point. Just because I checked, I promise I checked hours ago for a patch. It did not download any patches, and I thought that's strange. I guess they haven't released any patches since I last played this. And instead, it's now giving me a 25 gigabyte patch as I'm trying to stream. Thanks, Microsoft. So Goya says the pandemic allows me to hang out with my sister for a while, so I don't get my mom, who has a weak immune system, infected. Yay, sister time. Yeah, no, that's a thing that I know a lot of people have been saying. Folks not able to go and see their parents as much because of various conditions or just age, you know. So I can kind of sympathize with that as well. Of course, you guys would say Skyrim. I mean, how ready is that Skyrim build? I'm literally trying to think. Do I even have a file that I could load into? Because fun fact, before you guys get too excited, when you mod Skyrim that much, you cannot just start a new game. I mean, those of you who have put hundreds of different mods, especially big overhaul mods, you literally can't just start new game and then play the game and start creating your character. You have to spend time configuring the mods in game, like not using a mod manager, but actually using the mod menu that you can install in Skyrim to configure a bunch of different mods, and that takes like an hour. So I have a test character that I had started where I did that, but I don't know if I have a file where I can just load into that pre-made Khajiit character and get rolling. Amy Dave, I've seen so many older people ignoring social distancing. It's like they want to be sick. Yeah, I think that that might be one thing that we've witnessed. The other thing though is just the number of young people who have been ignoring this. I mean, there's that pretty viral video that's gone out now of people who are out on spring break saying things like, "If I get corona, I get corona." There's one young woman who even says that she has a compromised immune system, but that she, quote, takes supplements, so I'm good. And it's horribly irresponsible behavior. And I think it was almost universally condemned by everyone on social media who saw that because it was terrible. Susaga, YouTube did not tell me this was going on, the jerk. Well, YouTube maybe anticipated the fact that we were going to have some issues. Because basically, if you're just joining, the Outer Worlds decided to spring a patch on me, 25 gig patch that I checked for hours ago because I figured that would be the case, and yet nothing happened. So, what to do from here? Okay, so we're not going to be doing the Outer Worlds. I heard that some of those spring breakers ended up getting coronavirus. I mean, that I would imagine that would happen. Amy Day with an interesting suggestion. Pick the most random game on your Steam list and go for it. Not a bad idea, actually. I might have some random. It's really all a matter of what do I actually have installed, because as I continue to capture things and as I continue to, just get more games, my hard drive space, despite the fact that I have terabytes and terabytes of goddamn hard drive space, at some point in time, you start to run up against not having enough space. So it's almost always a matter of, okay, what do I actually have installed? Oh, you know what I have installed is I have Technomancer and GreedFall. Which, you want to talk about interesting. Getting back to GreedFall was definitely one of the things that was on my list for the quarantine. Because before the world ends, I want to beat GreedFall, goddammit. Jordan, why don't you have backup games, then backups for backup? I mean, I kind of did, because I had 3 choices. I'm like, let me do Andromeda, let me do Red Dead Redemption 2, or I'll do The Outer Worlds. Ashara, I was gonna suggest Technomancer or Greedfall. Okay, I have both of those. You know what? Unless anyone feels differently, let's do some Greedfall. Honestly, this is so not what I expected. And I'm now trying to remember, have we ever streamed Greedfall? Yes, I know I streamed Greedfall at least once, right? Let's take a vote. Yeah, sure. I mean, you guys can. I'm all for it. However you guys want to do it. Greedfall, Technomancer, Red Dead 2, Mass Effect Andromeda. Before I go changing the Goya, I don't know what Greedfall is. Greedfall is RPG it's from a studio called Spiders. They make a lot of BioWare-esque RPGs. And it's sort of like it's a fantasy role-playing game that has kind of a colonial vibe to it that that's a loaded term at this point, but I'm seeing a handful of Greedfalls for sure. I'm seeing a Mass Effect. I saw someone do the write-in ballot for Skyrim, even though I don't know if I could make that happen. Yeah, Spiders is an interesting studio name, but yeah, they don't necessarily have tons of spiders or anything. I don't even know what the title is. I'm just gonna put in Greedfall. I guess I'm gonna put Greedfall number 1, but I really don't even know if it's that. I can't even remember how to spell the island. I was gonna put back in tier for D, but we'll just put back in Greedfall Quarantine Edition because I don't know if anything. All it took for me to start playing Greedfall again was a global pandemic. What do you know? Some of you have said that you don't even know what Greedfall is. That's great. That's even better. Oh, by the way, I don't think that. Hang on, is the chat still showing up? I don't know if the chat was showing up. I guess it probably wasn't showing up because. Nope, it's not showing up at all. How about that? Oh, there we go. Let's fix the chat, and then I'm going to load up Greedfall. And by the way, I think it was Amy who said random list on Steam. Play that. That was such a good call. Okay, chat's back up on screen. Side note, your keyboard sounds pleasing. Oh, thank you so much. Because that's a thing for streaming, right? Where people do all sorts of things to not have the keyboard sound come out. And I have like a light noise gate set up on OBS, but I like loud keyboards. Keyboards that don't make noises are horrible. They creep me out. I'm a writer and I need to hear the goddamn keys go off when I type. I don't like any of this bullshit where you can't hear the keyboard. What are we, a bunch of psychopaths? Come on. You gotta hear your own keyboard. Otherwise, what are we doing? ASR stream today. I mean, look, how many times have I said it, folks? Okay. Honestly, I can't believe GreedFall is still installed. That's the thing that honestly surprises me the most. Okay, only 15 minutes in after a disastrous whatever was going on, and hi everybody, this is GreedFall. Okay, so the rundown, simply because we are jumping right into the middle of the story anyway. You are part of an expedition onto an island, and you're trying to find a cure for a plague. The homeland, or the mainland that you're coming from, is being afflicted by this plague that nobody can find a cure for, and there are now rumors of something native to this new island that's been discovered that may be able to cure the plague. Your mother has the plague. Many people have died from it. I did not even realize how bad that was going to sound given the current climate until I started saying that. Holy shit. Oh no. Oh no, I did not do this on purpose. Holy fuck. All right. Oh boy, all right. Good lord. Well, too late to back out now. First of all, hey, I'm gonna shut up for a second. Listen to the soundtrack. All right, Reza, by the way, great question. But this game, this game is great though. Sorry, I thought that was a question. Is the game great? You know, I stalled on it. Reza, I unironically love Eurojank games. By the way, Eurojank is a great term. I believe that's, his RPG Lover, right? Is that the name of the channel? That's the first person I ever heard use the term Eurojank, so I always give him credit for it. And he did great coverage on this. But anyhow, this is GreedFall. Looks great. I think this was, you know, for a game that was made by a team of about 50 people, I think that this game has so much to offer. I'm going to be completely lost because I haven't jumped into this game for months, so I don't even remember what I was doing. And one of my complaints about this game is the fact that the journal does not give you a lot of summary on what it just gives you like objectives. So it's really kind of hard to catch up if you haven't been playing for a while. Oh, I do remember this. Talk to Constantine about the ancient ruins. So Constantine is one of your Constantine is your cousin. I was thinking of the side quest for Kurt. There was like a conspiracy going on with. Oh, here we go. Kurt's quest. The company that he's with has sort of like some internal strife that's going on, and we were trying to get to the bottom of it. And it has to do with the Ghost Regiment. But I think I have to talk to him back at base.
Greenblood, my friend. My contacts have spoken. I was able to discover the location of this infamous Phantom training camp.
Do you still think they should be held accountable?
More than ever. You know that I recruited Raynor. I want to know what kind of hornet's nest I led him into. I want to know what these madmen did. But I fear if I go alone, I might not be able to control myself. And I won't learn anything. I need the help of my best student.
I can't even remember what the implications of this stuff is. Accept and take care of it now, postpone until later. This lip syncing is questionable. Is the original game in English? I think the original game is in French, but that doesn't matter. The lip syncing would be bad in French either. I promise you. If you are not familiar with the term Eurojank, you're about to see it in action. A lot of promise, a lot of ambition, not a lot of polish. I have no idea what else is going on in the game. This is the only thing that I can even remember. So fuck it, we're doing it now. We'll do it live. Fuck it.
How can I refuse such a request? Well then, let's go.
Okay, so oh, that's right. He's now locked into our situation. Regardless, either way, we can take Afra. She's ranged. Kurt is more of a tank, and I'm kind of like half magic, half guns. Actually, I'm pretty evenly spaced out between swords, guns, and everything else. I might have to remember the controls a bit. That's that attack. Okay. Those. That's my... Okay, there's a button specifically for turning the light on and off, which I'll never get over why that's a thing. There's some magic stuff. There is tactical pause, which is nice. You can go into your different actions. Such. Oh, that's right. Dodge and roll are both the same. Yeah, double tap for a roll, one tap for a dodge. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah, so, how's my day going? Thank you for asking. It's going pretty good. I mean, I was looking forward to playing some The Outer Worlds, and that didn't get to happen, but, you know, that's okay. I'm gonna figure out what's going on here, and... trying to figure out what quest. Find the Tirnahar Karak. I can't even try that. I don't even know what we're doing. I do want to do the quest with Kurt, but we are right here, and I'm wondering if it might make sense. This is the main quest that we were on. Okay, so I spoke to this person, and now I'm trying to find a bunch of things that I can't pronounce, and for the love of God. Again, it would have helped so much if this journal had a proper summary of what the quests were. Okay, yeah, and we're gonna have... I guess I might have to backtrack because I don't remember... I don't think that there's a fast travel that I can readily... Or there might be. I think I have to get to the edge of a particular area. Yeah, I don't think I can just select that offhand. If I talk to people here, are they actually going to be helpful if I immediately try and do the quest?
Good day. I'm looking...
What are you doing here? You are in a hidden village, a sacred village. The Renaigse have no place here.
I seek an audience with the Mistress of Wisdom, the Tiana Hakadactus.
That
Do you know
person.
where I can find
Right.
her?
Help me.
The Tiarna is in her home. She goes, she comes as her heart desires. Only her Voglendaig must know. And if I knew where she was, it's not me who is going to tell her, Renaigse. Go away, leave me alone now. I have much to do. The great hunt is coming.
Jesus Christ. What is the Great Hunt? And also, why are you rude? Alright, let's feel... I feel like I might be able to ease my way back into the story of this game if I really try.
You spoke about a great hunt. What is it?
A sacred ceremony, of course. How in your countries do you honor your lands and assure their abundance?
Well, it's a bit...
You Renaigse are very strange.
I
It is
do
no
remember
wonder that you
Renaigse
come to
is
our
what the
lands.
natives call anyone who's not a
If
native.
you do not honor the land with the great hunt, you must lack game to hunt. Each year, one of our own, our best hunter, dresses up as the Andrig. He becomes the White Andrig during an entire night and the others hunt him. If he escapes them, the game will be abundant and the gathering fruitful during the entire year. It is a very important celebration.
Burn the Book says this is like a really pretty bike with really sloppy gears and broken brakes. That's not bad. All right, well, let's try and insist here.
Please now, I wish her no harm. I just need to speak with her.
You speak well and say pretty things, but it is by your doings that you will be judged.
Then, in that case, tell me what I can do.
There is much to be done in this season. And Pedir, the great gatherer, has not returned from the woods.
Very well. Would you like me to go and get him?
That would be good.
Okay, so now we're trying to get them to... Okay, so we've just gotta gain the village's trust in order for us to, so that they'll let us talk to the person who is like the leader of that village. I guess that's the person that we need to talk to. They're the person who knows where we're supposed to go next for the cure. She looks like a pen exploded in her face. I 100% thought that the quest said quest for a pancake. Yeah, I mean, if it was a quest for a pancake, I might be more interested in it, to be honest. All right, let's. All right, let's just head towards that thing. Sure, let's go. I am so nervous about how this is. God, you know, again, the game is just really not a bad-looking game, not by any stretch. But yeah, it is Eurojank without a doubt. Got a lot of rough edges, and there's so many trash mobs. I don't know if mods have become a thing for this game, but there's so many damn trash mobs. And I don't have any bullets either. Good parry.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
There's a little magic area. That's always nice. So there you go. That's a little bit of the combat, which I think is not bad, but for some reason it feels like a step back from Technomancer, which I thought was strange because I thought Technomancer had really good combat, and this being the newer title for them, I was almost certain that it would have been even better, but alas. Oh, okay, here's the person that's fine for. I don't know why any game where I can just impulsively collect plants. Hard to stop myself. Pedir. Alright, let's go.
Hello. Are you Pedir? People in the village are worried about you.
Esqueto, Arenauk say that I know no more if I am what you say.
Is it weird that I want his
told
blanket cape mask
I
thing?
fear being dust,
Like my character can't have one of
waiting to
those.
settle on the earth.
What has happened to you? Why such despair?
My eyes have clouded. I see no more. Nothing at all. I was once the great gatherer.
But by the devil, why have they sent a blind man to gather herbs?
No one knows. I said nothing to them. I know my village so well that I do not need to see to wander through it. But I can no longer gather the herbs of the sacred dye. I know they are here in these woods, but I cannot find them.
Okay, I guess I can get the herbs for him. I just said
Very
I
well.
like picking up plants, so...
Can you tell me which plants you need? If you are certain that they are somewhere in this patch of woods, it won't be difficult.
But how am I to guide you? The names we give to these plants are not the same as the names you give them.
Describe them to me. I think I'll find them.
One is a blue flower, the other a green mushroom, and the last ingredient is a blackberry.
Very well. Don't go anywhere.
All right, blue flower, green
I'll take care
mushroom,
of it.
blackberry. All right. Not this. Now. I mean, this kind of looks like a blue flower, sort of. Maybe I already
back,
have the
Padilla.
stuff.
Yes?
Oh,
I
nice.
found the herbs that you were looking for.
I think I probably already had some in
Here.
my inventory.
Thank you. You're good for a Renaigse. I did not know your kind or so such
So
as
you're
you.
looking for a blue flower,
Now
green mushroom, and an
turn to
old
the
phone.
village
Yes.
I
Yes,
will tell
thank
them that
God
you're
my
on your way
character
there.
still had his
Thank
BlackBerry
you
with
again.
him.
But I ask you, do not tell them what you have learned about me. I do not wish that they treat me like a broken cripple.
Goodbye, Padilla.
Okay, well. Help that guy, but I think we're gonna have to do more stuff to really trust. So I think help repair the bells for the government. That's probably the other thing she wanted us to do. I mean, we're already out here, so I guess so. Well. Oh, if I can walk across here. This is a jacked up Three Musketeers game. I mean, with the cape and the hat, I mean, it probably looks like that, yeah. Oh, these were probably had some inventory. I will say that one thing that I'm sort of mixed on is the way that the environment is laid out. I think that having a little bit of the terrain guide you is okay, but I've often found that it's sort of annoying to try and get from go.
Seeing where it's been hung, it isn't surprising that these chimes are making no sound. They're far too low and can't catch the wind. Now with the chimes in the proper place, they should sound like they're supposed to sound.
You know what's amazing is that needed a craftsman level 1, but if you didn't have any skills in craftsman, are you telling me you wouldn't have been able to just move that thing up like 2 feet? Oh boy, okay. Video game RPG. I will say that I like this little feature on the compass where if you have multiple locations where you need to go for one location, it actually puts up the distance on each one. I find that really annoying that it doesn't do that in Andromeda, so I props to spiders for... See, this is what I mean though, there's just this invisible, you know, it doesn't know how to get me across that terrain, so I've got to walk around every... Oh, this would be hilarious if I get stuck. Nope, okay. You know, there's predetermined spots where you can jump. It's just kind of weird. Right, like there's clearly where I need to go, and instead of just being able to walk there, I've got to walk around the other path. Okay, and there should be some crash mobs. I still have my magic out. Oh, crap.
To my help! And death to the others!
Watch out!
Okay, so I've got this, I've got Furious, I've got this. I'm sorry, that doesn't help you guys at all. I have this, and this. We've got Shadow Missile, which is the main attack. Shadow Impact, which is more of a stun attack. Furious Magic Attack, which you have to build up your Fury meter, which you should see on the top left, right underneath my magic and health. And then Enlightened Protection is just block with magic. Dodge, lightning dodge, etc. What the heck? This is a big one, so let's just use Furious Magic. And if I'm not mistaken, this kind of tells you a little bit about it. If I'm not mistaken, magic bypasses armor. Blunt weapons do more damage to armor. Sharp weapons do some damage to armor, but more to health. And I want to say guns probably damage armor as well. So actually, this thing has a lot of armor, so let's try and shoot my gun, but I have a very limited amount of bullets, so let's just shoot it one time and then see if we can go for magic for there. There we go. We see a block. I have a small dodge and as well as a magic. Oh. Let's see here. I'm out of magic, but I should have a magic potion. I've got more magic. And you see, that's basically the strategy that you're looking at.
About to get dicey.
Is that the thing with magic is really useful because you just bypass their armor.
I'm wounded. I need help.
Level 4 stealth to get some toilet paper. Oh, good lord. So yeah, the combat is, you know, it's oddly satisfying. I'm not gonna lie. It is a little bit of Euro jank, but it's a good system that probably just needs more polish. So similar to Technomancer, but I just think Technomancer had more of a visceral feel to it, and so when you hit something with a staff or a hammer, hammers were a big weapon type in Technomancer, or when you did a shield bash in Technomancer, even the guns, just everything felt more visceral, which I don't know why that's missing.
These chimes here are simply tangled. I need to untangle them without breaking them.
Oh boy. So I need a craftsman level 1
There.
to untangle chimes.
Everything is in order. It will chime whenever wind blows upon the branches.
Alright, okay, but look, guys, we're making progress here. We are untangling wind chimes. And for some reason, that's going to make this village trust us. If that's not the most RPG thing you've ever heard in your life, I don't know what is. Find my lost sword family heirloom. I guess that might be the only thing that beats it. Oh, there you go. That's run. That's my guy. Oh, nice. Okay, we got a bullet. We got one bullet. I have no idea how much that bullet means to me. Okay, I have a lot of stuff that I don't need. But I will say, this is something that I find to be kind of interesting, is that certain... I don't want to do a whole breakdown of the inventory system, but Like this is my main piece of armor. It's got the most armor. It's got a pretty good balance rating. Balance kind of determines the chances that your enemy can score a knockdown, and it adds some magical resistance, and it has more vigor. So more vigor can, you know, be used for a variety of different things. But for some reason, and I can add upgrades to this to give me a boost to mechanics or various different attributes, right? Or rather, not attributes, talents. Charisma, science, lockpicking, intuition, vigor, etc. So now, with my armor, instead of having a 2 vigor, I've got a 3 vigor, which is the highest you can have. Instead of having 1 charisma, I've got 2 charisma, I believe, because of my cape. Etc., right? So, that's fine, except what you end up doing, because you can only install so many upgrades to your armor, what I'll end up doing is keeping this alchemist outfit around. Like, this is such an old school RPG thing, so if I need a boost to my science, I'll just put this on and then talk to someone, and then magically I'll know more about science, apparently. But a lot of this stuff can probably go. This is an old embroidered doublet, which I know I'm not going to use, so if I recycle this, I'll get materials from it. And it's interesting because I liked this component a lot more in Technomancer. I think because I just thought that it fit the sci-fi. You know, Technomancer is not exactly post-apocalyptic, but it's about, you know, colonies on Mars that sort of went wrong, and so supplies are very limited, and I kind of felt like that fit more. This, you know, you're on the frontier. Supplies are hard to come by, I guess. Materials, it kind of fits. Not too bad. Oh, that's the other thing I forgot. So I do like this aspect of the armor system, is that you can wear disguises. Like, disguises work. So if you are wearing something that is from, here's this little symbol. If I can, here we go. If you see where my mouse cursor is at, here's a symbol that shows you. This is from Al-Sad, right? So if I wear this outfit and I don't have on any other, you know, clothing items that denote what faction I'm from, I might be able to walk around an area that is controlled by this faction without too much suspicion. If they stop me and ask me questions, I might have to pass a speech check, but they won't attack me on sight if I'm wearing the right outfit. That I like. I think that's actually really smart. So I've been trying to keep one of each faction around, just in case I need it. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time doing inventory management because that's going to leave you guys a little bored. I would kind of just like to know how the flippity F do I get up there? Again, like, I'm really missing my jump jets from Mass Effect Andromeda right now. God almighty, this sucks. Okay. I'm right there. I'm right next to it, and yet I've just not gone across the magical path. Looks like I have to go all the way around here. Good lord. It's just a whole closet on his back. I mean, yeah, that's true, but that's true. I feel like I don't know how many different RPGs I feel like that's true. I really, really, really want there to be an RPG that just has the guts to say no inventory. No inventory. Like, I almost thought Red Dead Redemption 2, which is not an RPG, was kind of going that route with the satchel, but then you realize that satchel can just hold an entire trunk worth of stuff. And I would really like for one RPG to just say, it's what you have on your back and 1 or 2 items that can realistically fit in a bag, and that's it. Make do. You have to use your base to store stuff.
The base of this bell is damaged. That's why it no longer makes a sound. I need to build a new one.
Okay, this is the first one that makes sense, because he's actually going to have to rebuild the flute or whatever.
These chimes are once again in working order.
You know, guys, I gotta say, I'm throwing shade every now and then, but I'm actually kind of enjoying this. This might be the most I've enjoyed GreedFall in a while. I thank all of you for being here to witness this. Reza, Skyrim has a mod for that. Oh, I know. Oh, believe me, I know. That is how I play Skyrim. Like, the weight limit without a backpack is like 20. Like, believe me, I know. And I don't know if it's the same mod you're talking about, but it's really awesome because if you have certain weapons favorited and you have like a visible favorited equipment mod, it'll take into account like, okay, you're carrying this bow, it's not in your inventory, so to speak, things like that. It's really good. Okay. Oh, someone also says Outward. Yeah, Outward's also very similar in that way. I thought Outward had a little too much jank for me. I did not get too far into it, but I still love the concept. And also, by the way, Outward has like 2 songs in the soundtrack that are phenomenal. One of the last videos that I did on the Exalted March channel was one of the last videos I did for GreedFall, sorry. I actually put a song from Outward in there because Outward has such... There's the main title screen and the main overworld theme from Outward that are such good fantasy RPG like soundtrack songs. They're phenomenal.
Let's take a look at these chimes. Its base is damaged. The wooden tubes can no longer hit each other. We will need to craft a new base.
I'll help you if you want.
These chimes are once again in working order.
Beautiful. All right. I assume that's good. I mean, right? We have the chimes in working order again. We found the lost blind guy. Maybe now the village will trust us. You know, I'm trying to figure out why I'm so frustrated by movement, and I think I know what it is. Normally, I like to slow walk in a lot of RPGs. What frustrates me about this is that his run is almost like the same speed as his walk. It's so weird. He runs so slowly. He may as well just walk. Alright, anyway. Is this dude just gonna sit out here for the... It doesn't matter. Anyway. I'm way too concerned about this blind guy. Now I can sprint, and then he kind of runs halfway decently. All right, let's talk to Donna Greg. Oh, sure, whatever. Let's just talk to her.
You are here again.
Yeah, I found the blind guy.
I found Padir. He should be along shortly.
Whatever made him take so long? He is not a man to be bothered by the beasts.
Ashara, that is such a good point. It says, my grandparents always say, why are they running? Don't they get tired whenever I play a game? It really bugs them for some reason. I mean, I'm on this channel, I'm notorious for wanting to slow walk for the immersion, but it was funny. I thought of you all the other day when I was going out for a run. You know, I'll sort of run sort of near where my apartment complex is. But then when I was back in the apartment complex, I was going to go and check my mail, and for some reason I didn't want to just walk to the mailbox anymore because I had gotten used to my running speed, and so I was just sort of running through the parking lot in the complex because I just didn't want to walk because I had just gotten used to running for the past half hour or whatever it was. In video games, I'll slow walk, but in real life, I'll run around because it's faster. It makes no sense, but... just lie and suggest... Well, he asked me not to tell her, so I guess I won't.
That poor Padir fell asleep under a tree. Age, I suppose. It seems like it would be the right time for him to take on an apprentice. Someone to help him on his walks.
Well done, Greenblood. As age gains ground, pride is often all that a man is allowed to keep.
I thank you, Renaigse. Your acts are as beautiful as your words. You are welcome here, and I hope you find the Tierna Hach Kadachtas.
That's a mouthful. Okay, so native's reputation, +1. Alright, who do I have to talk to about the fact that I fixed the bells? I did that too. Credit, you know. Alright, whoever this nice person is.
Well now, Renaigse. Were you able to repair our bells for the hunt?
Yes, they're all working now.
You are very surprising. But I should have known that as an Onolmanawi, you would be different than the others. I now believe your words to be true when you say you desire no harm to our Tierna. You need to find her Voglendai. I will tell him that your intentions are heartfelt.
Amy Dave with a very good question. What accent were they going for? I think they were going for foreign and not racist. I think they were just trying really hard to make it sound sort of not what you expected, and also just not, not too much of a stereotype of anything. So I think it was sort of deliberately ambiguous so that they couldn't be accused of making it like analogous to, a stereotypical accent of something. So where do I talk to now? Right, find the Tir Nahar kind of whatever, but like where is that? That's still just okay. Maybe I talk to this one.
Good day. My name is Desardet. Would you be the Voglendike of the Mistress
Yes,
of Wisdom?
that's right, the Voglendike.
Dear Tirtumod, Renaigse. Yes, I am Ongos. I have heard much talk about you from the people in the village. They like you. It is rare. We see few Renaigse here. And those who do come are quickly chased away.
Alright, well, where do I find the Mistress of Wisdom?
Do you know where I might find the Mistress of Wisdom?
The Tierna Hach Kadaktas. I regret she is not here.
Do you know where she might be found?
You have earned the trust of the people here by helping Padir and preparing the trail of the hunt. I suppose that I could tell you where to find her, but...
What's the matter? You seem troubled.
I am. I lost my sacred seal, and I fear the just anger of my wise mistress.
Let's see. He needs a seal, and I can either say, find your own goddamn seal. I've already kind of helped them enough. Alright, so what do we think here? Do we go find his goddamn sacred seal, even though we've already gained the trust of the other villagers? Like, what does the chat room think? Should we help this guy find his sacred seal, which is, again, the most RPG thing ever? Or do we try and, I don't know if it's going to speech check or what it's going to take for me to get past him. Goya says, sacred seal, is that like virginity? Oh, man. Well, look, if he lost it and he's trying to find it, I think he might be shit out of luck if that's the case. Oh boy. Okay, so we've got some suggestions. Be nice is one. Another one is, can we not shank him? I mean, shanking is always an option. Bosog with a very good point, but the XP. Very true. But the XP. You're not wrong about that. Unless anyone has a real strong rebuttal for but the XP, I think but the XP might actually convince me. Susaga says, how do you return that? And Goya says, you just hot glue it back on, right? Oh, man. All right, let's go with the XP. All right,
Perhaps
guy.
I could help you, if you tell me a little more.
It is a sacred stone that my mistress asked me to study and meditate with. I had it with me when I was going to the river, but I was suddenly attacked. Of course, the animals left me alone in the end, but I dropped the seal in my flight. I would gladly go and look for it, but I am alone in the village, waiting for the Tierna Hakadaktas. And what with the preparations and the great hunt, I cannot leave at this time.
I see. I'm going to look near the river and see if I can find it.
Thank you, Renaise. The Tierna Hakadaktas went into the sacred bosque. She goes often there to meditate.
And where could I find this bosque?
To the west of the village, into the heart of the woods. There is a passage between the rocks that gives access. Be wary. This is an untamed place where the animals are wild and numerous.
Huh, okay. What about more? Tell me more about your seal. So the mistress of the wisdom is to the west. His seal is down by the river, but tell me more about the seal.
Could you help us remember where you lost the seal you were looking to recover?
On the edge of the village, near the river. That is where I dropped it when the wild animals came and chased me away.
Thank you. I'm going to see if I can find it. I must leave.
Okay. Let's here before we. Yeah, let's go get this guy's seat. Go down, but go south. All right. Okay, I feel like we're doing all right. I feel like this game is actually doing all right so far. A little on the nose, but that's kind of what I already knew, and so why not? Environmentally, I think it's actually really well designed. I mean, I don't think that the graphics are mind-blowing or anything, but I do think that... Oh, here's a campsite. So from campsites, you can fast travel, you can sleep, you can check your storage, etc. I can also change companions, so that's the thing. Workbench, which that's the crafting. This gathers my companion. Here's Ciora, here's Petrus, who I kind of like. I think Petrus is kind of an interesting one because Petrus is, I mean, he's almost definitely a spy, but he sort of puts that on Front Street, and so he's also kind of open about that fact. He's actually a diplomat, technically, but... what happens if I just talk to Kurt?
Greenblood, my friend. Do you need something?
Yeah,
I must leave you.
they've all got some of their basic stuff that they can talk to you about. And of course we have, like, they all have their own codex entry. Let's see. Not the Bridge Alliance, the Teleme. So Petrus is a part of the Teleme. He's part of the Order of Missionaries, of which he is a brilliant representative. Skillful in politics and a fine diplomat, he knows how to be flexible about his religious ideas to better achieve his goals. So the Teleme are very religious. They are sort of inquisitorial in that way. They're really trying to convert the native population to their religion, and they are kind of brutal about it. I kind of think that the Teleme are shit, my own personal opinion. But they are skilled at politics. So they're not all extremist assholes, but some of them are. Petrus is not, as it says here, but... So we're on the island of Tir Fredee. New Serene is, or Serene is sort of the continent. The continent is called something else, but Serene is the port city. The merchant congregation is sort of like, that's your character's country or faction or region or whatever you call it. Yeah, I think that the lore is actually quite interesting, to be real honest. I think that the lore is actually really good. Let's see. Need to go down to the river here, and then we'll go south. Hannah, that is an excellent comment. I like capes. Simple. I think we can all agree with that. I do think that the capes could have been implemented slightly better. There's a little jank to them. But, I mean, this was a nice looking cape at least. I was very happy when I found this cape. Actually, I think I might have purchased this. And if I'm not mistaken, it also has a stat boost, doesn't it? Yeah, +1 to charisma for my cape. I mean, come on. I think I can start heading south here. Ah, more trash mobs. That's so interesting that it doesn't even register that I'm attacking it. Can I cross this?
To my help! And yes, to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion.
I like how Kurt just told me to drink a potion. It reminds me of Jack telling her students to drink their juice in Mass Effect 3. I'm also not a fan of the chirps, like the combat chirps, that they just repeat them so much. And I can't believe they haven't patched that out. Oh, was that it? Did I just pick up that guy's magic seal or whatever? Okay. Yeah, I think I did pick that up, didn't I? Go in my inventory as like plot item or something. Engraved symbol. Yeah, I think that's it. Okay, that means I now need to head north, west, and I'll come here, and then, okay, fair enough. Really not a bad game, I gotta say. I'm actually having a good time playing this right now. Hopefully it's not too boring to watch. I do think that I try to remember, but I thought I streamed a little bit of GreedFall right when it launched, and I just don't remember. Am I cutting across? Yeah, I sort of am, but it works. Okay, where's Homeboy Face? Lost his... Amy Dave, how big are the area maps in this? Quite big. Well, good size. Like, not Inquisition big, but big.
Ongos,
What do you want, Renaigse?
I found your seal. It was indeed near the river.
My heart thanks you. You are a Renaigse like no other. The Tierna Hakadaktas would have been angry if I had lost it.
I must leave.
Alright, there we go. Okay, now we can go find the Mistress of Wisdom, who I presume is actually going to move us closer to, you know, the clues about finding the cure for the plague. I've got to search the area. Okay. Somewhere around here. And if I recall, they have some like basic rudimentary, like, oh, here's a clue, here's another clue, I found it kind of a thing. Like not very, it's sort of an investigation feature, but it's not very deep, it's not very thorough. It's just kind of like walk over to something that's glowing a few times in a row in a particular area, and then it'll say that you solved whatever. I don't really know what I'm looking for except for a person, but I think he said something about her coming out over here to meditate or something. But otherwise, I don't even know what I should really be looking for. Oh, wait, here's something. Really big tree. That's impressive. Right? There's some flying shit over here. Hopefully that's not what got her. Oh, here we go. Oh, and she has friends. I'm getting a real Witch of the Wilds vibe.
You are not welcome here, Renaigse.
Yeah, apparently.
I regret troubling your rest. My name is Disarday. I am a legate of the Congregation of Merchants.
Mev, daughter of Morrigan, daughter of Cardwin. What is a legate? And what could he want from me?
I am an emissary, a representative of my nation. I've come to speak to you about a cure.
Of what cure do you speak? You do not show signs of sickness.
I'm not. But on our continent, many people are dying from a terrible plague. We have named the sickness the Malachor, and none of our doctors have been able to heal anyone taken ill. We have heard talk from some of your people of a cure that is so powerful that it can heal almost anything. You would be...
You must share with us the formula. Too many lives are at stake.
You come here to my home, and you command me to help you. Arrogance. Renaigse.
Please forgive us, I beg your pardon. We have seen so many people die of this affliction. This miraculous cure that we've heard talk of, could you share the formula with us?
You are either completely crazed or foul liars. None of this makes sense.
But I...
Enough! I have lost enough time with your lies and your foolish thoughts. I do not know what you truly want from me, but I will not be used like some puppet.
Oh, okay. Well, that's...
And death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
That fucking thing just hit me with its tail. Oh, that's brutal. Oh, you get a shot in the face. Oh, this thing's tough. Alright. That tail is a bit of...
Things are
Okay.
about to get dicey!
Potion.
Careful, Greenblood! You're wounded!
Potion. Alright, there we go. I'm trying to remember, can I... Bert's still alive, Afra's not, I don't remember if she... I have one more bullet as well, but they're almost done. I think I should be fine.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Afra took a hit there. Oh boy, yeah, that escalated quickly. Yeah, you were not kidding. I really didn't realize the conversation was going that poorly. Is she up here? Because I would like to speak with her about that ill-tempered sucker punch. Oh, can. Alright, very good. Elisa says the music in this game is top tier on my overall favorites. That's actually really nice to hear. I think the music's actually at times very, very good, yeah. I kind of want to switch up the crew a little bit. I mean, Afra has been doing okay. I don't think... Oh, that's the other thing. Because each of your companions are from the different factions, it will really affect... Even bringing them along can affect your ability to choose what you want in a quest. Like, they will interject and kind of screw things up for you. Like, if you bring someone... you know, some of the factions are direct enemies. And if you mix and match and bring a companion who is an enemy of a faction that you're working with, it could be bad. So an example, let me... is... Kurt is Coin Guard, Vasco is the Knots, which are like kind of like pirates. Petrus is the Teleme, and Afra is the Bridge Alliance. So if I'm not mistaken, Bridge Alliance and Teleme are at war. And so if I was going to do something with Afra where we were working with the Bridge Alliance and I brought Petrus along, it could be really bad. Like, they might refuse to deal with me just because I'm traveling with it. Yeah, and the Bridge Alliance and the Teleme, the factions are still suspicious of me, which is like, not too worried about them because I think that they're probably the two biggest asshole factions of them. The natives I'm nice with, Coin Guard I'm nice, Knots I'm nice. Oh wow, wait a minute. Does Afra have that much? Oh damn. So she's actually kind of not tankish, but yeah, protect her from enemies getting in melee ready to maximize her potential. How do I do that? Just okay. She has really good accuracy, doesn't have good strength, she has decent endurance. Petrus is basically well-rounded. This is all of my stats, which obviously I have way more, you know, overall stats to think about. Yeah, Vasco just has a bunch of agility. Not a lot of endurance, good accuracy. Again, Kurt, pretty well-rounded. And, oh yeah, Petrus also gives me a bump to Charisma. Alright, well, we'll keep Afra in for now. Thanks, Reza. Thanks for stopping by. Alright, well, more bad shit. They're almost kind of like waiting patiently. Where's my crew at, honestly? They not follow me, or... Alright, well, I'll figure that out in a second. Let's fight this one. I have no bullets. This thing's gonna take its time to get over here. Really curious where my crew went. Oh, okay, yeah, now you guys show up. What the heck was that about? Find a way to enter the holy place. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. I mean, I guess I can't just go through the front door.
These roots are so interwoven and taut that it's impossible to get through them.
Alright, well surely there's a way to go, like, under, over, around, through, kind of. I mean, I'm sure, right? I don't see any real obvious clues. I don't see any obvious, like, secondary entrances.
These roots are so interwoven and taut that it's impossible to get through them.
Let me see if I can find... Let me ask Ciora. Maybe she'll know something. So I'll bring along one of my companions that is a native. Now, not all natives are the same. They obviously have different, like, tribes and villages and, like, subgroups, so... But... If... Out... Ciora... Then we'll... Let's also get some daylight going, and then we'll...
These roots are so interwoven and taut that it's impossible to get through them.
Alright, Ciora, what do you got?
Karans, do you need something?
I need to get into this frickin' door is what I need. Oh yeah, her mother died, which is sad. And her sister almost died.
I must leave you. See you later.
Okay, let's see. Is there any other section on the map? Indicate where... I might have to go back to the village to ask them for a clue, because... Yeah, maybe that guy that I got the sacred seal from be able to offer me some kind of hint what I should... Because otherwise, if I just comb this little area here, I don't see anything. Pillar? Interact with? Oh, of course it is. Good lord, right in front of me.
There is residue. It looks as if something had been placed here. She passed through here, there's no doubt about it. But how was she able to get past these roots? This stone stele has something to do with the entry of the grotto.
Oh, the seal that I got from Homeboy?
How?
Wait, elaborate a hypothesis. Don't have the required talent. Oh, well, that's dumb. You guys
If
know.
you have an idea,
These roots protect a sacred passage that the Done Gada wants not just anyone to take. You are correct to believe the stele is bound to the entrance. You need to make an offering. In general, you place a seed of a particular plant chosen by the Donega that sealed the grotto.
how to know which seed to place? And where would we find one?
The easiest way is to ask someone who has already passed through the passage. There is a good chance that the Voglendike has already taken it with his mistress and could help us.
Thank you, Ciora. Your wisdom has been a great help to us.
Alright, so I was right on both fronts. Ciora... Oh, that's nice, and it brought me right back over. Okay, I appreciate that. So Ciora was able to help, and it does in fact point me back to this guy. Alyssa in the chat also, he will. Okay, very good.
Were you
We're getting
able
there.
to
We're getting
meet
there.
the Tierna Hak Kadaktas?
Yes, but to my grave disappointment, she fled before I could expose my arguments.
Yes, many strangers have tried to capture her many times. She must have decided you were one of them.
And how do I open the passage?
I'm once again in need of your assistance. I must take the passage blocked by a door of roots.
You had the honor of speaking with my mistress. If she chose to follow the sacred passage, then it is that she had nothing more to say to you. Why would I share with you the understanding of the ritual that protects her?
Interesting. All right, so I can do charisma or I can explain. I mean, I'm gonna just try and explain first, I guess.
Listen, I was able to meet the Tierna Hach thanks to you, but I haven't the slightest clue why she fled in the middle of our conversation. I sincerely believe that there was a misunderstanding. You know that I mean her no harm. If I was simply given a chance to explain, I'm certain that she would understand.
You must feed the offering ward to enter into the passage and meet her once again.
I need to place a seed on the stone steely, don't I?
Yes, you must make this offering. I cannot tell you from which plant it is given, but there is a chance there are more in her dwelling. I will let you enter this one time, but treat her dwelling with respect, I ask you.
Thank you for your help.
Do not be so eager to thank me. The place you enter is ripe with dangers. As do all sacred places, it defends itself with the wild beasts that it fosters. This passage leads to a forest where the ancestors of the Tierna Hak Kadaktas makes her home.
And why should I fear the ancestor?
Have stories of the Nadaig been shared with you? In your language, you would call them guardians.
No, I've never heard of them.
Those who are Donegad draw their power from the island. They are bound to her. They become Sinol Menawi. The more they draw power from the earth, the more of themselves they give her. There are times the bond becomes so strong that they abandon themselves completely and become her guardians. They take the face of a Nadaig who, as long as the island gives them life, watch over her dominion. The Nadaig are big and powerful, and they despise intruders.
Interesting. All right.
I must leave.
So now we've got to go into her dwelling here and find the right steed. Assuming we'll have pick up.
This looks like a collection of skulls from various animals. I wonder what purpose they serve.
These skulls symbolize the animals. Through some rituals, we greet them. We thank them for feeding and dressing us, so that the next hunting season, they will once again give us the weak amongst their herds.
All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage.
Okay, here's something.
This plant looks familiar. I saw some not far from here. Unfortunately, it's lost its seeds.
Oh. Stop.
All these crushed plants and these powders. She must have been preparing a potion. It might be the miraculous remedy. To be so close and yet to have no idea what to do with all this. All of this is extremely interesting, but alas, it won't help me open the root passage.
I wonder if I actually did take stuff to do with the intelligent enough to know that I quote-unquote stole stuff out of her house. So I'm not going to do that necessarily, but I also don't see... what I'm seeing. What's this?
This bark is covered with little symbols. It looks like some sort of writing, though I've been led to believe the natives have no written language.
The Donegada use these symbols amongst themselves, and only they understand their meaning. It is a secret and sacred language. I cannot reveal to you what the bark contains without breaking my bond.
Can you at least tell me if they speak of a passage, a seed?
No. I would have told you.
I don't see any seeds here. The only clue we have is this plant. Let's try to find some other flowers. It might be their seed that opens the passage.
Okay, alright. Well, if they don't know about me taking stuff, then I am gonna take some ammo. I'm not gonna, like, take any coins or anything, but the ammo is so hard to come by. And I think I can maybe craft some as well. I have to remember if I can craft ammo. And if so, I don't think I have my character spec'd out to do that. So let's look for, yeah, let's look for more flowers at that red. And we'll see what we can find.
All these flowers. Perhaps this is where the Tierna
Oh, there it is.
Caductus finds the seeds that we're looking for.
There it is.
This flower is usually rare. I've never seen such a great number of them in the same place.
Interesting.
These flowers are similar to those we found in the dwelling of the Tierna Hach, and they bear seeds.
Those are the offering seeds we need to open the root passage. We should go try them.
We have what we need. Let's go back
Really,
to the
so you don't
stone
have to spec them
stele.
exactly. You can get the armor that will add to your craft, and then you'll have Kirk 2+ science for ammo craft. Yeah, that's true. I think that the bonuses you get from your companions and from the armor, I could probably get. All right, I have the seeds now. Very good. So now let's back. Head back that way. Hey, what do you know? Another trash man.
Things are about to get dicey.
No magic. Drink a potion. Close to it, sir.
Okay. Yeah, the combat is, it's fun. It's satisfying. It's not, like, perfect or anything. It actually could use a little bit more fluidity, but it's not bad. Okay, they have... Gotta go this way. And I'm wondering if I'll have to fight that same mob that was right outside the door. Like if they respawn. Right. Where we first spoke with her and everything went to crap, and... This should work. I mean, who knows if it has some other puzzle element to it, but I assume I just drop this in there. Door's gonna open.
And there.
Sesame. Alright. Now let's see if we can find this Mistress of Wisdom who has already attacked this one.
Sacred passage, which is for initiation and meditation.
We did not come to defile this place, and we do well to hurry. The Tiernahak Kadactus has quite the head start.
Oh, that's a lot of them. Okay, we can keep
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
one out. Not good. Oh boy, this combat's gonna be tough.
Things are about to get dicey! Move away! Things are about to get...
Right, well, we got out of that actually halfway decent. This guy reminds me of the homemade voice for Sir Gilmore in DAO. I actually think that homemade voice is really good, so I don't know if you meant that as a compliment, but I'm also suspecting you didn't. Oh, that's right, I can level up. Let's see. I have 2 skill points, 1 attribute. I have no idea what my strategy was for how I wanted to level this guy. Okay, so one-handed blades. Yeah. I was definitely taking a lot of that. More done. There's more to armor. Allows the use of 2-handed blades, which I really don't care about. I had guns. Okay. That. Damage. More damage to armor. That should be good. Got it. Bomb. I don't think I'm going to do anything with traps necessarily. Shadow Burst knocks back and deals damage faster. I imagine it is. But I also don't even know. Well, I have to remember if I'm strong enough to do that. Oh, magical cost is 250. I don't even know if I have that. Allows faster attacks after lightning dash. That's kind of fun. Sends a shockwave causing state for all enemies. Wow, that's Frozen Berry Cupcake says, "Oh my God, Jordan is finally streaming GreedFall. So, how long do we have to wait for the promised Skyrim?" I mean, look, all it took for me to get back to GreedFall was a global pandemic. So, I mean, at this point, you know, once all the volcanoes started erupting or something, I mean, that should be time for Skyrim. No, Skyrim is actually very close. Pretty much done. I just want to kind of play test it a little bit more, and then at some point, I'm thinking maybe when Katie goes out, for maternity, that might be a perfect time to do it. Either that or a canon Mass Effect run. We'll do. One-handed heavy weapons. I'm not really too focused on that. I'm kind of thinking either guns or whatever this is. What is Shadow Burst? Can I... Magical cost is 250. So let me check something. Okay, so I can do that. That just takes up like half my magic though, but it seems really powerful. So yeah, let's just do this one. All right, that was my 2 points there. So now I've got that. And then attributes. Okay, so I've got another point here that I can use for attribute. I've been taking a lot of agility, and I'm trying to remember. Oh, I think this is also going to determine some of the stuff that I can write. This requires endurance. What requires agility? Is it the... It's guns, isn't it? Oh no, it's some of the one-handed weapons, that's why. Gotcha, so let's see. Strength, well, here we go. Increases the power of all melee attacks. Attribute required to wield the best one-handed, two-handed blunt weapon. Okay. Increases fury generation and all damage inflicted in melee combat. Mental power required to wear the best ring, so I should probably get on that, I guess. Don't really have any there. It'll also give me a boost plus 10 magical damage. Accuracy. This is actually what I think I'm going to go more, because I think I want to do more swords and guns and maybe just a little bit of magic. Endurance. That's another one here. Wear the heaviest armor. Really need to wear the heaviest? I'm going to go with accuracy. I might live to regret it, but I'm going to go with that. Oh boy. That's it. Actually, these things don't have armor, so I'm going to just assume. Yeah, there you go. That right, those. This little out. I mean, I know the objective's over there, but clearly something, right? Oh, does this just lead out? Huh. Curious.
Things are about to get dicey.
if I don't know if I like these enemy types. Like, they're not difficult, but I just feel like the real strategy for them is just to hack away, which is not really much of a strategy. I also feel like I'm going the long route in this dungeon, which at this point I don't mind. I'm hoping this will pay off somehow. Maybe I'll find something in here that... These are not strong at all.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Amy Dave, yeah, no, they repeat a lot of the same stuff over and over again. Not great. Wait. Weapon? Is that actually a weapon I just picked up? Oh, that's killer. Ow. How about that? All right. I don't think anybody can use that, but all right. That's something. We'll have to see if that comes in handy later. Gotta go sort out some stuff for the week ahead. Yeah, no kidding, right? Planning is all important. But thanks, Burn the Books, for stopping by. Alright, more monsters down, and I think this is right back to sort of the center that I passed before. Oh boy, okay.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Dungeon is no joke. Another one here, but I'm like, okay. Not fully realize how large this dungeon really is. Destroy level 1 science and alchemical.
It's not possible just now.
Really? Do I not even have a level 1 on science? This is what I was talking about earlier. Where I don't have a level 1 science, but if I put on an alchemist outfit, all of a sudden, no problem. And there you go. Just had to put on my bomb squad outfit is all. Alright, it seems like we're getting closer. I mean, this is a sizable dungeon, so they definitely did not skimp out. Oh, we got a group of people here. Oh, that guy's about to hit me.
Close to Issa, Rifne Spiri.
If you notice there, I really quite liked when that enemy dodged. I thought that that was really, you don't see enough intelligent and effective dodging from enemies in a lot of different games. Bulkward metal. That one and let's yeah, I guess I'm going this way. I guess I'm continually pushing north, and we'll, I guess, get out of this cave, and then we'll find the woman that we were chasing. Yeah, I actually do appreciate, as I always have, the tactical pause. Because, I mean, it really is just quite nice. I don't have enough.
Move away! Things are about to get dicey!
Shadow Burst, I don't have enough for that, but let's do Fury Attack. Now with the sword. Alright. Yeah, I find this combat satisfying. Not quite Technomancer satisfying, but it's good. Decent mix of strategy with real time. I can dig it. Oh, Brody, thank you so much. That is something that at the very least I hope that it does do, and I have to say, like, I'm in the same boat as everybody else. I mean, I'm stuck at home. I'm working from home. I'm, you know, basically only going out to get food, and that can be tough. And so everyone else's content as well. I've been diving into stuff from a bunch of different people, and it's just nice. It's nice to have that sort of, for all of the crap that people give each other on the internet, it's one of the best uses of the internet is right now for people to connect in with each other. So it's really good. And also, without the quarantine, I don't think I ever would have gotten back to GreedFall of all things. Okay, is this... Okay, so we've now come out of here, and...
There are some fresh prints here.
I hope she didn't hide in this forest. Finding her here would be quite troublesome.
It is an ancient and holy forest. A powerful place. There must be a Nadag here. We should be careful.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. I mean, I think that's one of the things that's really the most fun about this is the community. So, you know, we're streaming, but I really feel like we owe you all a thanks for being such a great group. And I think from day one, I figured out that we've got an awesome chat, and we've got an awesome group of people that make it a lot more fun for us to stream with. So, all right, let's see if we can find this lady, because now apparently she is hiding in the woods somewhere. Oh, here's a camp. Very good. That has been established. Oh, here we go. is this guy? He's an Al-Sad, isn't he? Oh, wait. Oh, that's not great. Oh, that's not good. Apparently he was looking for her too. Oh, don't do that. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh, damn, son.
Not done dead.
Ah, that's... No. We're not with that, dude. Come on. Stop shooting my friend. Dang, Kurt is like down all the way down. Oh wait. Now, if ever there was a time for guns. Oh boy, this thing is strong. And now Siora is down. Nope. Potion, come on. Okay, let's try Shadow Burst. That was, he wasn't close enough, so F that. And my magic is not strong enough to take this guy out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just keep circling in and hoping my swordplay can get me through this. Okay, like one hit takes down about half of my health, so this is gonna be a little tough. Oh boy, okay. I think I can parry this guy either. I mean, if I had to guess, I don't think I can parry something that big. Also, sorry guys, I can't keep a close eye on the chat, but I peeked over and someone said that this just turned into a Souls game. Yes. I actually think these boss battles, this is not the first one I've done. There are a couple of these that are similar, but they're not exactly alike. They have different, like the last one I fought, I don't think had this fire ability, but they're actually quite fun. And like I said, the combat is underrated in Spider's games. I do wish that my companions were more useful and did not die so easily, but hey, what are you gonna do? Oh, all right, chill out. Yeah, we're done with your big giant thingamajigger. Look, I was trying to be chill, but you weren't chill. All right, just be chill.
We didn't want this fight.
Ah, that guy did. All right, dude, I needed to ask her some questions, all right?
Why? Why?
In order to capture and extract from her what we need. To examine her. Dissect her, if necessary. You have done us a great service, guiding us directly to her.
Are you saying that...
Even if the creature has concocted some remedial potion, it is not the song we came for, but the bird. She leads the sorcerers of this island. She knows how they transform, and from where their powers originate. Our scientists think that the remedy is there, in their pseudo-magic, and in their mutation. Thank you for bringing her to us, and ridding us of the monster.
Do you think I'm going to allow you to manipulate me?
I don't think anything. Apologies, Excellency. But you are going to die tragically from a stray bullet intended for the monster.
Oh, you wish, bro. Yeah, nice try.
Mercy, Your Excellency, I surrender.
This dude literally tried to pick a fight with me after I just bitch slapped the giant souls monster. I mean, this guy is not bright. Kill him, spare him. I mean, spare him for what? I mean, he was basically gonna kill me for no reason. He killed her for basically no reason. I needed to find information about the cure from her, and this guy, #shank. Oh man, so no mercy. No, you guys are just thumbs down. Every single one of you is like thumbs down. Not one person is ready to spare this guy. Yeah, I mean, I can't say I disagree. Honestly, he was being a piece of crap to her, and we needed her alive, and then he was gonna try and kill me. So yeah, let's shank him. Oh crap! I totally hit the wrong one.
And make sure our paths never cross again.
Thank you, Excellency.
I've never done that in my
never
life,
see
and I
me
totally did not mean to hit spare. Oh crap! All right, well, because of my clumsy input, he gets a lot. Reload. Well, what's the reload? I'm not gonna do that whole boss fight again. Quick autosave. I think that autosave is like right now, right when after I did it. Yeah, it's right after I did it. Oh man, I'm not gonna do the boss fight again. I'm sorry. You'll be okay. I spared him. I had to grow from the same place. Oh, right. So he's from the same faction as Afra. So I think I might maybe lose some approval from Afra if I killed him. That's probably the case.
Tianahak?
Oh, wait. Has she just been sitting here
She's
dying this whole
unconscious.
time?
We need to bring her back to her village. She needs to be tended to.
Wait before leaving. Oh, wait. Can I pick up some loot from that thing? Yes? I
But
feel...
first, I'm going to make sure that we haven't forgotten anything. I'll return quickly.
I swear to God, I thought he was going to save it first. Let me take a selfie. Yeah, I want my loot from this thing, right? Don't I get to take... Yeah, that's right. Wait, that's it? Coins? Really? I thought there was some kind of crafting, like rare crafting material or something that I get out of those. Whatever. Alright, now we can take this lady back to the
Tianahak?
village.
She's unconscious. We need to bring her back to her village. She needs to be tended to. We should leave right away. Is she going to survive?
Yes, she will heal. They were not shooting to kill her. And we are resistant, you know. The bond empowers us. It gives us the vigor of animals, the resilience of trees. It's undoubtedly for that reason that your alliance is so interested in us.
Oh shit, enough of the vines,
He
lady.
does not mean to harm you. Please, let me...
What do you want from me, Ranaikse?
We were manipulated by the Alliance. We had no idea that they sought to capture you. We believed their fable of a miraculous remedy.
The man that shot at you is in no condition to come back and bother you. And their governor will have explaining to do.
I suppose I should thank you for having pulled me from their claws and bringing me here. Even I would have preferred knowing the men dead. There is indeed a remedy. But I doubt that I can do anything against this sickness that you describe.
The Tall Warden, no, I love the Outer Worlds, but there's a technical difficulty at the beginning, so we switched to GreedFall.
Perhaps you could try. We are desperate.
This remedy was prepared for a precise purpose, to heal those who escaped the claws of the Alliance. These monsters capture the Sinol Menoi and torture them, bleed them, put things in their veins. Those that do escape are in such agony that our care and comfort are not enough to mend them. That's why I made this remedy. Not for your Malikor. My people have never fallen prey to such sickness.
How can you be so sure? Perhaps it's your tremendous resistance that protects you from the sickness.
Perhaps. Enon Mil Frictimen protects us all.
Enon Mil Frictimen?
God of 1,000 faces in your tongue. The one and many who protects us and our island. They and we are tied and bound, as they are tied and bound to you. Their generosity to our people is infinite, but the crimes of the Renaigse enrage it. After all, perhaps your Malikor is their vengeance.
Okay, so that I was about to say, like, I don't really, so that was it. I completed that aspect of the quest, but I didn't really get anything. So there are these other main quests that you can go on, but yeah, that really ultimately did not help. She's basically just saying she never had a cure. They have some sort of natural resistance to the plague. And what she was developing was some sort of treatment for things that were being done to her people. She doesn't seem to care about the plague. So that's kind of underwhelming for that having been like a major piece of that, you know, of the main quest line, but I get it, I guess. We'll just have to we'll have to go on to the next portion of it, which is part of what Petrus was putting us on. So will she stop trying to kill us now? I think so. Seems like she's cool now.
Hello, Mev.
Renoixe, why have you come here again?
I have to go. Goodbye.
I'm good.
I'm not sure that I want the wind to bring you back to me.
All right. That's a little rude, but all right. All right, so yeah, I think we got done with this portion here. This might be a good time to stop. So I'll go ahead and save, and we'll call it here. But yeah, thanks everyone for sticking along for this stream. Did not go the way that I had wanted. I really wanted to bring us back to some Pimp Staff Space Kanye. Basically what happened, for anyone that joined late, the reason why we switched to GreedFall was that even though I checked earlier today to see if there were any patches for the Outer Worlds, it did not push to my system. It did not trigger the patch. And so then when I actually tried to start the game up to stream, it said there's a 25 gig patch and it was going to take too long to do on stream. So I just switched over. Whoever said open up Steam and just pick the most random thing in there. And then I saw GreedFall and I thought, you know what? If ever there was a time to jump back into this, now would be a good time. So yeah, I really appreciate all of you being here again. It's that just really what makes it fun, is having a good conversation going in the chat. Always a pleasure to stream for you all fine folks. I hope that you have a good week and continue to have fun and be safe in quarantine. Enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I will see you all next time.